You don't listen to anything.
Hi, I'm Will Medina with Stone Tower Properties, and in part of our continuing series of talking to entrepreneurs, I'm talking with my friend Isacco. Isacco, who owns Isacco's Kitchen in St. Charles, is one of the greatest...
2100 Street.
I think it's one of the greatest Italian restaurants we have here in the Fox Valley. It's one of my top, for sure. It's one of my favorites. So I'm glad he took the time from his busy schedule to talk to us about what made him become an entrepreneur. So Isacco, what was the path you followed in terms of food and how you got into being a restaurateur?
Well, I have to tell you a little bit on my background, because you can notice from my accent I'm not from the Fox Valley. I'm from a small valley in Italy, North Brescia, very close to Lake Como. And basically over there, everything is connected to the farm. My father back home is a pig trader. Basically, sells pigs to butchers, and all my relatives, they have cattle farm. They produce Parmigiano Reggiano. So, and a couple of my best friends, they have restaurants back home in Italy. And so basically I've been into the food for all my life, and I started as everybody, as a young kid. I started as a dishwasher back home in Italy just to make some extra money, and start working on the prep, making pasta and all that stuff. And I never wanted to be a chef, but I turned out to be. And
how do you make that leap, though? So I mean,
I don't know. I got into, and because even like in 1996, I moved to Scotland, Britain, because I wanted to learn English, and it basically is where I started being a chef. First position I got as a chef, and I liked it. The money was good. I like to work long hours, because to say I have ADD, but I don't think. Anyway, I like to stand up and running around, until I'm exhausted.
Yeah, but you have to have a love and a passion.
Yeah, I love a passion. I enjoy cooking. It's fun. I love to entertain through cooking, because it's a way. Plus is a kind of artistry job. Because it's never the same thing. You can create, and that way you can talk to people with your food, with your plate,
So how long has Isacco's Kitchen been open?
Yeah, this is in January it's gonna be my 5th year. I can say it's been hard, especially in America. Well, I have another restaurant back home in Italy that it has been open since 2000. This one was my first American restaurant, and last. No, I'm kidding. But it's very, very difficult market, very demanding, and there's a lot of.
So why? Because I think for whatever reason, in the Fox Valley, we have an unbelievable amount of Italian restaurants already. So why put your marker out there and figure out what's?
Well, I was, in 2008 when I was looking for a location, was really, was the big economy crisis. Everyone was closing down, and and of course when there is a bad market, if you have a good idea, it's good to open, because anyway I found a location. The rent is good. It's not too expensive to run. Plus it's a small location. It has a nice patio outdoor. Where I plant my herbs in the summer. I like it. I was in love with the location since the first look at it.
But then, what was your vision? What did you think was going to happen when you first opened your restaurant?
Well, I didn't have much of a vision. Because basically in a couple of months I opened the restaurant, me and a couple of other cowboys. But I just wanted, because I don't like to work for someone else, so my vision was I just want to be my own businessman. So that was my first, you know, like, and I wasn't, how can I say, I didn't think I was gonna succeed, you know, the way I am now, you know. That we have customers that come every week, you know. People are kind of happy with what I make. It's nothing super crazy, but it's simple. I try to keep it simple, you know, like a comfy, homey place, you know, for everyone can come there, feel comfortable.
But then, what? I'm sure you went to other restaurants in the area, right?
Yeah, I try. Well, I try not to eat Italian, but you know, my first goal is fresh, because we make everything fresh, from bread to pasta and everything. And I usually don't look at other places. I try to be my own. You know, I'm not one of those guys that wake up first in the morning and look on the internet, what are my reviews. You know, I let my customers to look at my reviews. Try to deliver a good product every day, and you know, try to make everybody happy, so they will come back with friends and family, and that's it. You know, that is the real Italian way, you know, of entertaining with food. You know, because you know, now I want, you know, sometimes customers come to the door late at night. They ask me, "Are you still open?" I say, "Yeah, of course. If I'm in my house, you know, I'm gonna cook for you. It's not a problem." That is my, you know, my goal. You know, I want people to be happy, to feel comfortable. And
so then, you know, I think you mentioned earlier about being a chef and have a mentality of an artist in terms of how you look at food. So are the recipes you use in your place all family stuff, or stuff that you create?
No, I create, you know, because when you put together a dish, I mean, you have the ingredients, fresh ingredient, and you look, what can I do with it? You know, it's gonna work. You know, I try many dishes that if I was in a different area, maybe they would work better. But you have to think as well, we're in Midwest here, so you cannot be too crazy. Because as a business owner, you know, like me, it's me and my wife, we are the sole owner, so you have to be creative, but at the end of the day, you still have to make people, you know, coming back next time to eat the same dish, you know, because and you have to make a profit out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, because you cannot be a stupid chef. Like I met so many, you know, they make a crazy dish that people, they eat one time and they won't come back next time to eat it, you know. And plus here, you know, this area is kind of, I think it's a little bit conservative. You know, they don't want too much new. You know, especially because I'm Italian, you know, I try, you know, people, they have a vision of Italian food, it's kind of old-fashioned, you know, so I cannot be, you know, well, I'm already too creative, you know, but not, I try to be not too much, you know.
A balance between...
Yeah, it's a balance, has to be a balance, and, you know, because at the end of the day, I give myself a paycheck, so I have to be...
Yeah. So I think it's.
You have to be an artist, but sometimes you have to be, because to be an artist, you know, you're, let's say, crazy, but you cannot be too crazy, you know, as an artist.
Because you got to appeal to.
You have to appeal, and I mean, the bottom line is money. You know, how much money can I make out of a dish?
Well, talk to me about the business side of it. What have you learned in these 5 years that you had your restaurant from the business side of being?
Well, I learn mostly. I learn from my dad back home in Italy, because my daddy has been a businessman for 74 years, been a businessman for 60 years, and from my brother. I mean, in 5 years, I've been a businessman for more than these 5 years, you know. You know, I learned a lot here in America, especially about marketing, you know, that is very important. And then another thing about internet, that when I was doing remodeling, you know, it's about marketing a lot, you know, through the internet and everything, you know. And then, of course, you know, you have to learn you know, how to run your effective your people, you know, because every guy who walk into the door of the restaurant working for me, you know, as soon they walk in, they clock in. So you have to be always there. Honestly, I believe in managers, you know, but I'm the first manager, so you have to be there all the time, pushing people, stress them out, you know. Yeah, it's what I do usually. Stress them out to the limit until or they quit or they stay. If they stay, you know.
Yeah, keep going. What happens? If they stay, you know that's for you?
Yeah, it's why I have a little turnover, is that right? Turnover. Yeah, I had my guys there, like Tommy, Ryan. They've been there for since I opened, basically. And of course, you know, because of the summer, you know, I get people, they come and go, but you know, basically the hard, you know, the hard nozzle of my.
They've been trained into your system.
Yeah,
and they know what to do.
Yeah, you know.
So, but talk to me then. So, what specific marketing lessons did you learn that maybe others can use if they're starting a business? What do you mean by that?
As a chef, the first marketing thing is making good food, because you can have the best advertising company working for you, or the best internet. If the people, you know, they come to you, they don't get good food, you know, they won't come back. That is
of course. So I mean, if you don't deliver, forget about it.
Yeah.
But are you doing something beyond? You're
try to be friendly, you know, you know, I push because I'm not alone doing this, you know, I have my guys working for me. Try to be friendly, try to be nice to customer, always greet them, always, you know, well, I mean, and then it all depends, even in the season, you know, like sometimes I do marketing through the newspaper, you know.
So you take ads out, or what does that mean?
Yeah, I take ads. I do sometimes a couple of times a year, like in February when it's very slow season, we do like a little coupon on the local newspaper.
And what about you said the internet? What have you been doing on that?
Before we had Open Table, but I don't do it anymore.
Okay.
But not too much on the internet. You know, I don't do Groupon, that kind of stuff, because that is not, you know, my clientele is more kind of upscale clientele, so I don't want to have everyone in my door, you know. You know, it's kind of mid how do you say, upscale clientele, you know, like attorney, you know, with so those people usually they don't.
But it seems like you have really grown your customer base organically.
Yeah,
You've opened the door.
It has been steady going. It hasn't been like it was a little bit busier at the first year, and then I went down a little bit, and then I came back up. You know, because basically you have to stay on the same market, do the same kind of concept, and change slowly. It's the way I did, you know. So people they come back. You build your clientele, you know.
Yeah, and it was all word of mouth.
Yeah, it's a lot of word of mouth, you know.
But it was also savor of the mouth, and people loved it and talked about it and said, hey, you got to try this place.
Yep.
So then what can people expect this year from you? Anything new?
Yeah. I'm changing the logo, so people don't want to ask.
Is that the number one question? How do you pronounce your name?
Yeah, how do you pronounce your name? And then maybe I will do another rehab, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe I will take a month vacation in January.
But things are going well. You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm very happy. You know, I would be happier if I can have more time to spend with my kids and my wife and take it longer. Yeah, but everything is great. You know, I cannot complain about. Yeah, I love being here in the Fox Valley. It's great. Geneva, Batavia, and St. Charles. You know, they're great little community. You know.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Isacco, I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you.
Thanks, man.